Alright, hello again everybody, we are back. It's your friend Will. This is the Memory Lapse. And we are continuing our run here with this blue-red Drake's deck. Don't let the black mana symbol on the deck box fool you. Yep, 2-1. Just had a nice win against Mono Blue Tempo, which we have not seen in quite a while, in competitive constructed, at least. But if you ask Zealand, it's still a very winning deck in best of one. I want to remind everybody that we are going to be streaming tomorrow, Thursday, 12/13, starting around 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And there's the Dragonskull Summit. We haven't found that yet in this run. I think we can keep this. Need another blue source. Oh, there it is. This is more or less how we wrote it up, right? Shock their turn 2 play into Drakes and stuff. Oh, we might get Thoughts. Yeah. I always want to call this card Thought Scour. Maybe they take the dive down here, or maybe they just take one of the creatures. I have a feeling the Spell Pierce is going to get them pretty nicely here. Play the Island, because this way we can Spell Pierce and Shock if that's something that we want access to. Sinister Sabotage, okay. Looks like they're digging for land. Oh, they're playing Esper. I'm going to play this even though it's maybe not the best value in terms of what they know about our hand, but getting it into play tapped is good. So this I will Spell Pierce, because I don't want them looping this on us. Now the question is, I think we're okay playing the Drake here. We get a card. They probably spend a card to kill it. It's not even that big of a threat right now. And then next turn we have like Discovery. We can look for another threat that we can protect with the dive down. But they're choked on mana. Alright, there's Cast Down. Yeah, so this is exactly what we want in this situation. And let's just keep digging. So we want to get to 7 land here. Yeah, actually we don't want either of these. We need our 7th land to be a blue land. And this one might help us. We'll take the opt. We can use it on their turn. Yeah. Second dive down doesn't help if we don't have the land to cast it. There's another blue land, perfect. We can even play this Crackling Drake here. Distract them for a turn. I guess the thing I'm most scared of right now is Eldest Reborn. I think that considering their Esper, it's kind of unlikely they have it, but then again, they have Chromatic Lantern, so I'm very worried about going Niv-Mizzet Eldest Reborn, or Niv-Mizzet into Eldest Reborn. Alright. Ooh, what? Did they do that just to gain life? Well, now we're kind of insulated against Ellis Reborn here. Alright, and they scoop it up. They're stuck on land. Makes sense. So I think we want these. We didn't see creatures, but we didn't see much of anything. The thing I'm most worried about would be them bringing in, like, some of those 2/2 specters that, when they hit, get to, like, take cards on the top of our deck. But I think we just side out the removal, and then we wait and see, like, what we see in this game. We can keep the Beacon Bolts, since at least they have value from the graveyard. Like, we can chart them away. And their potential answers to, like, something weird like a Nezahal. But if we see, like, a lot of 3-drop, if they sideboard in a lot of creatures, we'll bring back in some of the cheaper stuff. Don't know how we're going to do that. We'll have to figure it out. Like, maybe we leave the treasure maps in the sideboard. Seems like a fine keep. We might get Thought Erasured here on turn 2 again. But at least we have a lot of 2-drop draw to help us recover from that. Discovery. Play Discovery of our own, set up the top of our deck. Another Dive Down's probably good. Rowell's probably good too. And then I guess we'll have this chart to help us find more land to accommodate our bigger drops. Disinformation campaign. This is kind of tough. I think we need the land. I think we need the chart. I'm afraid to play it too slow, though. I want to play the Enigma Drake next turn. No, I think we're just going to discard land here. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to discard a Dive Down there, but it just seems like 2 Dive Downs might be very good. Especially if it enables us to get a swing in here. Alright, so they see a nice one. Honestly, maybe they take the chart here. Because if they let us swing and we just get a nice draw too. Oh, they took the Niv-Mizzet. I guess they don't have a good clean answer to that. Alright. Let's take a clean draw too here. They can't have Spell Pierce, can they? Ooh, that was close. I'd rather get this search down than protect this at this point. If they kill this on their turn here, then we can play Rao, most likely. And that's kind of a disaster for them. Alright, here we'll discard Dive Down. We'll graveyard this. Ew. I think I'm actually going to play it out to Legend Rule them and get a 7th card here in case we want to keep the next thing, and now we have a guaranteed, if we want to keep what's on top, we have a guaranteed flip. So if it's like land, we keep, we flip, then we can play Rao with Spell Pierce. guess we're in the graveyard. We want land. Crackling Drake. Alright, well, I guess let's play the Drake. And we have dive down to protect both of them. Should have held that land to discard to like another disinformation campaign. Yeah, or if they have like thought erasure plus disinfo, but I guess if they do that, they're basically dead, so they can't do that. Alright, so they're gonna minus something, we get to dive down and then win. Pretty sure they know about this card. Yep. All right. Three and one. And we kind of cleared that quest. Amazing. Only 11 minutes, but unfortunately for content's sake, we're going to stop it here. We're just going to do one round per video. Keep it nice and short. Not a lot to say about that one, other than that our opponent kind of got stuck in game one, and we kind of overwhelmed them game two. They're kind of playing some slow, stodgy effects that don't line up too well against our plan of like making a scaling creature and just attacking them a few turns in a row. And all of our 1 mana spells interact really favorably against their 4 and 5 mana spells. So pretty huge swings there in tempo due to that. And I guess the only thing I'm unsure of is sideboard-wise. I mean, we didn't see any small creatures from them coming in, so I think we sideboarded correctly. So we weren't put to the test of having to readjust potentially in a game 3. Just kind of smashed them. But that's kind of what this deck is built to do, I think. Maybe that's one of the big downsides to playing Esper right now, too, is that it's a little less well-equipped to handle something like Drake's, although their build of Esper is not really the way I would build an Esper control deck at all. I don't think those 2 mana and 3 mana discard effects are just very effective against this style of deck, and you need to be considering this style of deck. So yeah, that's it for this one. I'll remind everyone again of the stream tomorrow, so please join if you can. It means a lot if you come by and say hi. I love to take questions. You know, we'll be recording for YouTube and we'll be interacting in between. So, yeah, not much more else to say. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And we will be back again shortly with the next round.